Entity 666. Rating. +30. Plus. X. Concord Entity Classification System. Entity ID, 666. Habitat, S unknown. IETS. 4C. Class. Itemic. Properties. CBR-SYN AGR. Happy Files. The website Happy Files is a string of several websites that hosts instances of Entity 666 files that disguise as random applications. These web pages all share the same name, only differentiated by a set of random numbers within the URL. MEG web crawlers have made multiple attempts to draw an IP address from the source of the sites, all of which were generated IPv4 addresses that led to MEG computer terminals. A conclusion has been drawn that the chain of Happy Files cannot be shut down due to the rapid cloning of itself. Description: Entity 666 is the designation given to a malicious.exe file capable of disguising itself as a variety of video game and utility-type program files as well as manifesting in a physical form. The websites Entity 666 can usually be found are fileshare.backrooms, iirc.backrooms, folders.meg, and backroomsdrive.meg. Although occasional occurrences can be spotted on the video sharing platform, videohub.backrooms. Entity 666 does this by coding itself into these websites and infecting files in random quantities via network traffic. When an individual is downloading the desired program from any variant of Happy Files, it will instead download as a .zip file. Once extracted, there will be an unzipped folder containing a .txt file stating "Thank you for downloading this program. I hope you enjoy it, thank you for using Happy Files," along with an .exe file with a lower quality version of the original icon for the specified program. Once the .exe file has been opened, the individual will now be designated Entity 666A. When opened, the program will be an exact replica of the original counterpart of the specified program with no limitations or paywalls. Although if the program is a utility-type program, there will be an icon displaying the face of Entity 666. When clicked, a small icon displaying the same face will then replace the Windows icon and will take a spot in the item tray as a program. However, this program is unable to be closed via Task Manager. If the said program is a video game, after approximately 15 minutes after being opened, the player will begin to spot an instance of Entity 666. This instance will begin to slowly follow the player around throughout their gameplay, slowly getting faster. Once the instance has caught up with the player, it will display a jump scare animation 1, crashing the computer. If Entity 666 repeatedly attempts to close the program or leaves it open for approximately 10 minutes, an instance of Entity 666 will then make an appearance on screen displaying a jump scare animation, crashing the computer and causing a small power shortage in the room that Entity 666A is occupying, as well as the physical manifestation of Entity 666. Entity 666 has been described as being an all-black humanoid entity. Entity 666 measuring 2.1 meters in height, bearing a white mask, wide eyes, and an abnormally large smile. This facial expression does not change throughout its manifestation. This instance will begin to travel to Entity 666A at a steady and slow pace, and gradually pick up speed. If Entity 666A were to turn on a light, Entity 666 will then vanish and appear invisible and will continue to make its commute towards Entity 666A. When Entity 666 reaches Entity 666A, it will again jump scare Entity 666A in hopes of causing a heart attack. If Entity 666A fails to suffer a heart attack, Entity 666 will simply dismember Entity 666A and then vanish. The file containing Entity 666 will then delete itself from the computer. Although Entity 666 will only attack the individual who installed the file and will ignore other individuals unless that same file is shared amongst others.